Imagine that gut-wrenching second when you log into your bank app, expecting to see years of sweat and sacrifice staring back at you, only to find a near-empty void. That's where it started for me. Sarah Thompson. On a crisp autumn morning in Phoenix, Arizona. My hands trembled as the screen loaded. $32.47. Just digits. But they hit like a freight train. I'd been grinding for 4 years, overtime shifts at the graphic design firm, skipping vacations, even selling my old camera gear on Craigslist to scrape together enough for a 2024 Porsche 911 Carrera S. Black exterior. Turbo package. The works. It wasn't just a car, it was my declaration of independence. Proof that I could build something unbreakable in a world that kept trying to knock me down. But there it was. Gone. Poof. Like it never existed. I refreshed the app 3 times, heart pounding in my ears, before calling the bank. The rep, a guy named Mike with that scripted sympathy in his voice, walked me through it. 3 withdrawals. Ma'am. Each over $15,000. Authorized by the joint holder, your mother. Linda Thompson. Joint holder. Those words echoed like a bad joke. For years back, Mom had convinced me to add her name. For emergencies. Honey. Better rates. Peace of mind. I'd trusted her because, well, she's Mom. Family doesn't screw you over. Right? That's what we tell ourselves to sleep at night. I hung up, the room spinning, and sank onto the edge of my bed. My dog, Buddy, nudged my hand. But even his wet nose couldn't pull me out of the fog. This wasn't a glitch. This was betrayal. Slow-cooked and served cold. That afternoon, an old colleague from my internship days, Tom, pinged me on LinkedIn. Hey, Sarah. Saw some weird activity flagged under your name, fund transfers. New sub-accounts opened. Looks fishy. You okay? My throat tightened. I hadn't touched those. Tom didn't mince words. This screams fraud. Conversion of assets. Maybe even identity theft. Get a lawyer. Stat. I thanked him. But the words stuck like glue. Fraud. From my own blood. I paced the garage, staring at the faded poster of the Porsche I'd taped up as motivation. Earned. Not given, I'd scrawled at the bottom in permanent marker. Now it mocked me. The dealership called back, my dream car was in stock. Ready for deposit. I lied. Said I'd call later. How do you explain your family just vaporized your future? Dad's voice boomed through the house that evening like thunder. Quit whining. You're not getting that damn Porsche. He yelled it from the den. No context. Just raw command. I froze in the hallway, Buddy at my heels. Whining? I hadn't said a word. But there they were, Dad. Robert. In his armchair like a king on a crumbling throne, Mom fidgeting with her coffee mug, and my sister, Kayla, scrolling her phone with that smug half-smile she wore like armor. I confronted them right there. Voice steady, but insides churning. You drained my account. Dad didn't blink. You live under our roof. That money's family money. Kayla chimed in without looking up. Get over it. Sarah. Not everything's about you. Mom said nothing. Eyes glued to the floor. I stormed out. But not before the truth hit. They'd planned this. Used my savings to buy Kayla the exact car I'd spec'd out. A gift for her engagement. Theft wrapped in a bow. Instagram confirmed it that night. Kayla's post, the Porsche gleaming in our driveway. Her posing with the keys. Caption, dreams do come true when family has your back. Blessed. Comments poured in, Aunt Carol with hearts. Uncle Mike calling it well-deserved. Not a whisper about me. The one who'd bled for every dollar. I felt invisible. Erased. Like my existence was an inconvenience they could edit out. I deleted her post from her phone when she wasn't looking petty. Sure. But it was my first spark of fight. Dad barked at me for it. But I stared him down. You don't own me anymore. That night, alone in my room, the weight settled in. Betrayal wasn't just the money, it was the silence. The rewriting of my story to make Kayla the hero. I wasn't sleeping. I was plotting. The memories flooded back as I scribbled in an old notebook, piecing together the puzzle I'd ignored for years. At 10, I fixed the leaky faucet after watching tutorials, saving us a plumber bill. Dad patted Kayla on the back for setting the table instead. At 16, I juggled 2 part-time jobs to buy my first laptop. Mom borrowed half for Kayla's prom dress, promising to pay back. She never did. At 23, I covered their utility bill during Dad's layoff from his accounting gig. Gratitude? Zilch. It was always family first, but family meant everyone but me. By dawn, I'd searched online, Joint Account Rights Arizona, parental financial abuse, forgery laws. The law was murky. Joint access meant they could withdraw. But faking signatures? That's felony territory. If they thought I'd roll over, they underestimated the fire they'd lit. I cooked dinner that night, chili simmering like the tension in the air. As they ate, I dropped the bomb. I've talked to a lawyer. Return the money, or I'll sue. Dad laughed it off. Bluffing won't get you anywhere. Kayla rolled her eyes. Drama queen. Mom's hand shook, but she stayed mute. Later, Kayla DM'd me by accident, a video of her laughing with friends. At least Sarah shut up about that stupid car. I saved it. Exhibit A. I built a digital fortress. Screenshots. Statements. Timestamps. Duplicates in the cloud. A USB hidden in my car. If they were gaslighting me, I'd counter with cold, hard proof. Friday came. And so did the bank visit. I demanded printouts with signatures. There they were, 3 withdrawals. My name forged in Mom's shaky scrawl. The teller whispered, "Document everything. Family stuff gets ugly." Ugly? This was war. I called legal aid. Voice steady, unauthorized withdrawals. Forgery involved. The paralegal was blunt. Joint access complicates it. But forgery's a game changer. Judges hate family rifts. Though, push for reconciliation. Reconciliation? After they stole my identity? No way. I met attorney Marcus Hale that afternoon. No pity. Just strategy. We prove fraud. Not feelings. Let's bury them in evidence. They ramped up the smear campaign. I vanished from the family group chat. Cousins texted, "Dad's saying you're unstable." Overheard Dad on the phone, "She's emotional." Not legal. Whispers at the grocery store. Cold shoulders from old neighbors. I became the villain in their narrative, the ungrateful daughter tearing the family apart over a toy. But cracks showed. Cousin Mia DM'd, "You're brave. Everyone fears Uncle Robert." She sent a voicemail of Dad pressuring her, "Stay out of it." Blood over drama. Added to the folder, Exhibit B. Obstruction. Then the wedding video hit like a sucker punch. Kayla's big day. Streamed live. The Porsche rolled in as the grand gift from the Thompsons. She toasted to sacrifices that made this possible. No mention of whose. Coworkers clued me in at lunch. I watched alone. Stomach twisting. The dealership confirmed. My pre-order canceled via a forged call. Kayla admitted it later. Wine glass in hand. You couldn't afford it anyway. I recorded her. Exhibit C. I packed a go bag. Emailed Marcus. File it. Now. The lawsuit letter landed like a grenade. Dad confronted me. "This ends with you out on the street." I shrugged. Fine by me. Court day arrived. Sterile and tense. They sat clustered. I sat alone. Marcus laid it out. Records. Forgeries. Audio of Kayla's admission. The judge's eyes narrowed at the fake signature. Dad threw Mom under the bus. She handled it. Mom cracked. I was scared. He made me. Kayla hissed. You said this wouldn't touch me. The room gasped. Local blogs picked it up. Daughter wins fraud case against family over stolen Porsche funds. A recess ruling favored me. Fraud confirmed. Penalties looming. They offered to settle. I refused. Then Mom's envelope appeared, a USB with her confession. Robert forced me. I'm sorry. Sarah. Her journal followed. Via Mia, entries of manipulation. Hidden transactions. It didn't erase the pain, but it humanized her silence. Assets froze. The Porsche seized. Kayla's tearful Insta rants backfired, comments turned. Wait. You stole from your sister. Dad's accounting license revoked. The house sold. Her fiancé bailed. I archived Dad's voicemail. You ruined us. No. They ruined themselves. I left an envelope ruling. Confession. Note. This ends without hate. Walked out. Adopted a rescue pup named Luna. Started over in a modest Scottsdale apartment. Launched Rebuild Finance, workshops for women escaping abuse. Bought my Porsche outright. Drove past the old house one last time. Not for revenge, but closure. The scars remain. Reminders of the cost. Blood doesn't entitle anyone to your soul. Peace isn't silence, it's standing tall after the storm. I chose me. And that's the real victory.